Greetings to our followers, wherever you are, and welcome again to our channel, Fidel B. Ford. Empower learning, transform lives. Again, we have entrepreneurship for senior 5, advanced level, secondary schools. We have Unity 2, business plan using business model canvas, a unity of senior 5, a unity of entrepreneurship senior 5. We shall start with the lesson about the meaning and elements of business model canvas. This is our intent objectives. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to define a business model canvas, establish a difference between business model and business model canvas, differentiate between business plan and business model canvas, and in the end, you will be able to prepare the business model canvas. We have the structure or the component of the business model canvas, or the elements of the business model canvas. It has got the left hand section, the middle part, the right hand section, and the bottom section. The left hand section is also a section known as operational section, or the section for infrastructure. That section we find there key partners, key activities, key resources, etc. In the middle section, it is a section known for value proposition, the unique solution that you provide to the customers. The bottom, rather the right-hand side, is also known for the positioning section, or a section reserved for the customers. That's where you find customer relationship, customer segment, the channels, the ways through which you will have to take products, deliver products to the customers. Then we have the bottom section of the canvas, which is reserved for finances. It is comprised of cost structure and revenue streams. Here is the picture of the business model canvas. The picture of the business model canvas, when you've got a company which has got a logo, you can put a logo there. A business model canvas, then you put there a logo of the company, a logo of the company. Designed for, you put here the name of that company. Designed for a particular company, put there the name of the company. If it is a given name plus a limited, that is the name of the company. Designed by, if it is designed, for example, by Bisford, you write there the name of the designer, then the date, a day, month, and a year in which the day on which this canvas is prepared. The version, if it is for the first time, you put there a version 1. It can be version 2, 3, up to the number that you want. On the left section, the other section of infrastructure, the section of infrastructure has got key partners, key activities, key resources, and we have the central part, which is a value proposition. Then we have the right side, which is for customers. It's reserved for customers. The customer segment, if you have a given group of customers to serve, it is put there. So it gives a picture on one page on how the business will look like, its partners. Then you have this bottom part, which is reserved for finances, and it comprises of cost structure and revenue streams. It comprises of cost structure and revenue streams. Then who invented the business model canvas? Alexander Osterwalder, a Swiss business theorist and entrepreneur, is the one who invented the business model canvas when he was doing his PhD research. And the book he wrote, he co-authored the book with Yves Pignel, and that book was named Business Model Generation, and it gives the clear picture of the business model canvas. Yves Pignel was an academician. He is an academician, an author, and a business theorist. The business model canvas, example of Tesla. As I told you, you can see the logo of Tesla here. Though the title for designed by, designed for, and the date is not indicated here, but they are very essential. They should be there. Then we have the key partners. These are the partners of Tesla. These are the activities, the value proposition. This is their unique solution, their uniqueness, and all of this. We shall dive into details before you get to know how to prepare it. A business model. When we say a business model, it's a company's model for making profit, a plan for how the company will run its operations in a way to get profit. That's what we call a business model. You can choose to be a retailer, you can choose wholesaling, you can choose e-commerce, you can choose giving premiums. So those are different business models. The business model canvas is a strategic management tool or a template used for developing new businesses and documenting existing ones on a single page. It gives a clear picture of how the business looks like on a single page, not two pages, on one page. In short, the business model canvas is a simplified tool that enables entrepreneurs to show their business plans on a single page. So the components, they are followers. We have customer segment, value proposition, channels, structure, customer relationship, revenue streams, key resources, key activities, key partnership, and cost structure. These are the 9 elements of the business model canvas. Diving into details, we start with customer segment. When we say customer segment, when we say the customer segment, these are the target groups for your product or service. Then the target group or the audience, for you to know the customer segment, you will classify it by different criteria, by different types, different categories. We have a classification of the customer segment by geographical area. You may locate your customers according to where they live geographically. They may be living in urban areas, rural, or in other regional locations. You can classify the customer segment by gender. They can be male, female, or women, and men. You can classify them by age. They might be kids, the teens, the young adults, the adults and the older adults, the seniors, those who are very old, the seniors in age. You can classify your customers in a segment by income type. The low income earners, middle income earners, and the high income consumers. You can also classify your customer segment by market type. Is it a mass market, a general market, or there is an identified group of targeted customers? That's what we call a niche market. Number 6, you can also classify your customer segment by shopping behavior. Do you target online shoppers or you target the in-store shoppers? That's number 1. We have a question here. Which one of the following best describes a niche market? Do you remember what a niche market is? Remember what I said a niche market is? Is it a market, option A, a market that targets a large audience? A market focused on a specific segment of the population. C, a market that includes all types of consumers. D, a market that is limited to online sales. What is the correct answer? The correct answer is B, a market focused on specific segment, the identified group of customers to be served. The customer segment, still on customer segment, there are some of the questions you need to address when you are on this customer segment. You've classified them, maybe by market type, maybe by income levels, maybe by geographical area. You need to ask yourself questions and you answer them. Who are the key customers or users of your business? High income earners. It's up to you to answer. Who are you solving a problem for? Are you solving a problem for the people living in the urban areas? It's up to you to answer. What do they do? What do they do? What draws them to you? What are your top 3 segments? What are your top 3 segments? We've looked at segments. Then it's up to you to answer. Which segments produce the most business and revenue? Yes. Block number 2 is for value proposition. You remember that value proposition is in the central part? Yes, it is in the central part of the business model canvas. This is a unique solution. When we say a value proposition is a unique solution that sets you apart from the crowd. Examples include newness, the performance, the customization, getting the job done very quickly, superior design, brand, the status, the fair price, and so on and so forth. Fair price, cost reduction, risk reduction, product service accessibility, product service convenience, and usability. We have a question here. Fill in the blank. A value proposition that focuses on saving time is related to convenience. The value proposition or questions addressed, you need to answer some of these questions or all of them. When setting to be unique or setting something to be very unique for your products, you need to answer what are your products and services? What value do we deliver to the customer? Which one of your customers' problems are we helping to solve? Which job are we helping the customer get done? Which customer needs are we satisfying? So with this, you will be able to come up with a unique solution to the problems of customers. Block number 3, we have channels structure. The channels structure describe how your company will communicate or reach out, how you will reach out to the customers. In this structure, you will show the means through which you will reach out to the customer, distributing to them products, servicing them. This includes the company website, social media site, in-house sales, the partner channels, partner-owned website, distribution, etc., etc. So which of the following is a type of a channel that a company can use to reach customers? In-house sales, customer feedback, market research, product development. Which one is a type of channel that a company can use to reach customers? Which one? Okay, you got it. In-house sales. In-house sales is a way of reaching out to the customers. Examples of other ways, other channels to reach out to the customers. We have Salesforce. using in-person sales, using web sales, the online sales shops, using own stores or the in-store sales, using the partner stores or using the in-partner store uh, sales. You can also be a wholesaler or use the distributed sales. Within a channel, you ask yourself through which channel. Are you going to use the Facebook, WhatsApp, and other social media for you to maybe to advertise and take your product to the customers? How are we reaching them now? How? How will you reach them? How are our channel integrated? Which ones work best? Which ones are most cost efficient? And how are we integrating with the customer routines? Number 4, customer relationships. When you say customer relationships, it's all about interactions and support. How do you interact with customers to maintain them and support them? Examples include transactional relationship, including discount, free repair, um, for the goods, if they are good that need repair, like a smartphone, the solar panels, etc. Then you give them a chance for the self-service, or you give them automated self-service. Personal assistant relationship, like having a live chat, dedicated personal assistant, or you can also have the loyalty program and give customers toll-free numbers to call you without loading in money into their lines. What if a self-service relationship? What is a self-service relationship in the context of customer support? A self-service, as you know, is a service that allows a customer to find solutions independently, typically through automated systems or online resources, or even in places where they need to serve themselves, like in restaurants, those. And it's good. It helps you maintain customers. Some of the questions to be addressed: what are the key relationship and how do you maintain the relationships with the customers? Having attracted clients and customers, how do you plan to retain them? How do you plan to have them always? How do you nurture your customer client relationship? And so on and so forth. Number 5, we have revenue streams. These are sources of income from selling products or services. We have examples. You can collect a revenue from asset sale. You can collect a revenue from usage fee, charging the use of a particular service. You can collect revenues from subscription fees, depending on the kind of or type of the business. You can also collect revenues from lending, from renting or leasing a property. So what is a revenue stream that involves selling the ownership rights to a physical product? What is a revenue stream that involves selling the ownership rights to a physical product? Usage fee, asset sale, subscription fee, lending, renting, leasing. What is the correct answer? The correct answer is B, the asset sale. When you sell an asset, you are selling the ownership rights to that physical product. Revenue streams, there are questions you need to address when you're on this particular block. For what value are our customers really willing to pay? How much? How would they prefer to pay? How much does each revenue stream contribute to overall revenues? So you need to address all these questions as you prepare that. Key resources. In key resources, the assets or the things that will help you run a business. We have different categories of resources: the physical, intellectual, human, and financial resources. The physical resources will include manufacturing facilities, building, vehicles, machines, etc. Intellectual resources, we have brands, the patents, proprietary knowledge, customer databases, the copyrights, the partnership, etc. The intellectual, the knowledge, or something that pertains to the copyrights and all these. The human resources, this is all about employees, workers, the workforce. We need employees. So in this particular block, you specify employees you need. Financial resources, uh, this is all about cash, capital, the lines of credit, the stock option pool, and the financial guarantees, if any. Which of the following is not considered a key resource for our business? Manufacturing facilities, cash, market research, employee skills. So which one is not considered a key resource for a business? Which one? C is the correct answer. Market research is not a key resource. So on this block of key resources, you have to ask yourself questions and try to address them as you write in the block to visualize how the block will look like, the key resources. What key resources do our value proposition require? What key resources do a distribution channel require? What key resources do our customer relationship require? What key resources do our revenue stream require? All this, if it requires money, then you need that's a financial resource. If it requires employees or the mental capacity, it requires having some copyright to use a particular thing. That's an intellectual resource. Then, if you need land or you want to rent a building, or so that one will be the physical resource. Number 7, key partnership. These are the external collaborators aiding key activities. As you can see, strategic alliances. These are examples of what we include in the key partnerships. Strategic alliances, they are a partnership between a competitor to leverage each other's strength. We have co-optation. Co-optation is a strategic partnership between competitors for mutual benefit. Not competition, but co-optation. The strategic partnership between competitors for mutual benefit. Then in key partnership, we have joint ventures, the partnership to develop new businesses or enter new markets. We have another form of key partnership, buyer-supplier relationship, having a partnership with the suppliers who will supply with you raw materials or other things that you will need. Here is a question. What is the term used for partnership between competitors that leverage each other's strength? The term used for partnership between competitors that leverage each other's strength. The correct answer is B, strategic alliances. So the key questions on this key partnership block. Who are our key partners? Who will they be? Are they your competitors? Who are the key suppliers? Which key resource are we acquiring from partners? Which key activities and motivation for creating partnership? Is it bringing an economy of scale? Is it reducing? Is it bringing advantage due to increased size, which is economies of scale? Is it reducing risk? All these examples of partners may include employees. Even a bank can be a partner if the bank is willing to give you money. The vendors, clients, the government, institutions, customers, your suppliers, logistics, all people who play a vital role in your business for it to run very well. Key activities. These are the essential tasks for the business goals. And they include production, problem solving, platform, and network. The three key activities depending on a business. Production, in production, there are activities that are done in production. In production, we have design. You can manufacture, you can deliver, you can even do the quality control. Problem solving involves consulting, training, research, analysis, etc. Then in a platform or network, you need to have the software development, the network management, we have the platform promotion, and the platform maintenance. A company needs to implement effective problem solving strategy. Which key activity could be applied to achieve this? Problem solving, analysis, and consulting. Key activities, question to address. What key activity do our value proposition require? These are the questions that you pose yourself when you are building this block of key activities. And number last, dear class, number last, the cost structure. The cost structure. Remember, the cost structure is in the bottom side of the business model canvas together with the revenue streams. In the cost structure, you look at the cost. And of course, when looking at the cost, you have to be, the business should be efficient. You look at different types of costs. We have variable costs. You look at variable cost, then fixed costs. You look at economies of scale and economies of scope. When we say fixed costs, these are the costs which remain the same regardless of whether the output is increasing or decreasing. These include rent, the salaries you pay to employees, the utilities, the water bills, and electricity bills that you pay. Though sometimes the utilities may change with the changes in output. Variable costs are the costs that change with changes in output. These include the raw materials, the production costs, the commissions you pay to the brokers and the sales agents. Then we have the economies of scale. These are the advantages of efficiency or the cost reduction due to the increase in the volume of goods and services, or when the size of the business is increasing, when the business has grown. So you will have to enjoy the economies of scale since the cost will reduce, and there will be the bulk purchasing discounts. When you purchase from a supplier, you will enjoy the economies of scale as the supplier will have to reduce the price for you. We have the economies of scope. In the economies of scope, this one is all about the cost reducing with the increase of the business operations. Using the same activities for multiple purposes. When you have a big company and you are using the same activity for multiple purposes, so we say that you are enjoying the economies of scope. So I have questions here for us to wind up. What term describes costs that remain unchanged regardless of output levels? This is, of course, the fixed cost. The correct option is A, fixed cost. For the cost structure, these are the questions you ask yourself. The fundamental cost derived from my business model, which key resource represents significant expense to the business. All these are the questions to address when analyzing the cost and setting up the cost or the expenses to be incurred by the business. So these are the questions reflected generally in the business model canvas, and allow me wind up from here, end it here. Ciao, ciao. Thank you very much. Empower learning and transform lives. Bye.